Hello and welcome to Cup of Tea Reviews. My name is Tim and I'm joined as always by Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me.
Tim, we're all looking to be entertained while we watch movies, but so many of them are duds.
That's right, Michael. We watch the movies that can go either way, good or bad, and we let you know if they're worth your while.
We waste our time so you don't have to.
That's right, Michael. And today's movie is Saturn 3. It is a 1980s sci-fi thriller starring Kirk Douglas, Farrah Fawcett, and Harvey Keitel. Michael, please give us your hot take.
Tim, this movie was not my cup of tea. It's a total nothing, and I hate total nothings. What about you?
This movie was not my cup of tea. What do we even say about this thing? It's just a disaster from start to finish.
It's a travesty. So, Tim, tell everybody what's it about.
On a remote outpost, a madman and his evil robot terrorize the couple living and working there. That's really all I got to say, though.
Well, Tim, that's a great place to start, because let's start with what we don't like, which is you literally described the plot, which you cannot make into a good 90-minute movie. or maybe you can, but certainly they didn't do it here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this just isn't a good movie. It's not memorable. It's not paced well. Fundamentally, you had mentioned to me off mic, it's just boring. And that's the ultimate sin in an entertainment piece. Like, if it's boring entertainment, that's not good. That's a non-starter.
It's a boring film because the central relationship is between this old man and the young woman that he works with. There's a 30-year age gap, which is not great. But I'm not compelled by the relationship. I don't buy it. It doesn't work for me. The villain is Harvey Keitel, and he's not intimidating. I don't buy him as a villain, partially because he didn't want to work on the film anymore, so they dubbed all of his dialogue over.
Which is crazy!
He quit, so they just replaced him with some other dude who's delivering a very bland, very terrible voice performance that doesn't match Keitel's physical performance at all. So we don't have a compelling villain, we don't have a compelling heroes, and then the robot in the movie, this monster that's chasing them, is the dumbest, worst robot I've ever seen in a movie. This is the least scary robot I have ever seen.
It looks like something I might have built out of my erector set or Legos or something. This thing looks horrible.
So
it is
dumb.
One of the worst robot villains I have ever seen. And part of the reason is it's so crappy in how it's made that it doesn't even look like it can walk.
No.
And so why would you could just outrun this thing. You could outwalk this thing.
There's one scene in which 64-year-old Kirk Douglas tackles the robot, and he just knocks it over. He just it's not even a full tackle. He just hip shoves it and it falls over. Are you kidding me? Our monster, our big scary beast, is this thing that you can just a 64-year-old man can just shove over. The one scene though in which the robot does work is when they take it off camera and all we hear are footsteps kind of stalking them down the hallways, and then you hear his voice over the PA system. That was kind of creepy. That kind of worked. It's not good. I'm not saying that's an A+ moment. I'm saying this is a C where the rest of the movie is an F. So I'll take what I can get. I'll take the C's when I can get them in a piece like this.
Yeah, if we're talking about the things that barely scrape by as being functional, certainly the hallway scenes, I agree with you there. The other is there's a really creepy moment where the robot steals the voices of our protagonists to wave off a support ship that's coming to reinforce their base. That's a really frightening concept, that a machine can steal your identity and use it to harm you. And that was frightening. That really unsettled me. But again, it's a moment where the robot isn't walking around. It's just off screen somewhere. That worked for me.
It's one idea in a 90-minute movie. You have to watch 90 minutes of crap to get to one okay hallway scene and one voice stealing scene. That's it. You got nothing else going in this movie. There's a lot of really interesting behind-the-scenes stories, like Harvey Keitel quitting the movie and having his performance replaced by a voice actor. There's a lot of crazy behind-the-scenes stuff. Problem is, it doesn't improve the movie. This movie is a much better Wikipedia page than it is an actual film.
Yeah, I enjoyed reading, for example, that Kirk Douglas, pulled a sword on the director because he wanted to direct his own scene in a different way. That's crazy. It was fun to read that. It was not worth watching this movie to understand why he might have wanted to do that, which I get it now having seen this.
Michael, when should somebody watch the movie?
You should never watch this. This is a total zero, and zeros are just wastes of time, and that's a non-starter for me. What about you?
No, I would not recommend this movie. Read the Wikipedia page. It's crazy to hear what happened, but this movie is not. It's going to be a waste of your time. A waste of an hour and a half. There's definitely better things you can do with that time. Thank you all for watching.
Join us next time on Cup of Tea Reviews.